Hello everybody, Floppy Hat Photos back here again for another episode of my Be Positive van. Even though I'm technically not in my Be Positive van, I'm in my old 1-ton, and the reason I'm in it is because my Be Positive van is stuck in my backyard slash driveway slash concrete slab for my garage. So I had it back here on the slab, didn't really think much about it. I was had to do a bunch of work to it, and decided to pull it out of that early. And we just had a giant snowstorm a couple days ago, and I thought, oh, I can still get out of here. It's not a big deal. Well, there was a bunch of piles and drifts of snow in my drive, so I was trying to get it out, and I got hung up and went to pull it out with my truck and realized my tow strap was burned up in the fire. So didn't have my tow strap, and I thought I was going to cancel my little trip. I'm just like, oh well, screw it, I got other stuff I got to do, I don't need to be going anyway. And then last minute, so you know what, to hell with that. I really want to get out of the house. I really want to do something different. This is New Year's Day, and it was New Year's Eve when I made this decision. So I packed up everything into my old 1-ton, and it's not nearly as comfortable. I can't stand up at all in it, which is definitely a bad thing. But headed up, plus the sides aren't covered up, there's a lot more windows exposed, all that kind of stuff. But went ahead and said, hell, let's go do it. So I have my new heater in. I wanted to go out and try it out. The new Wave 3, I was excited about it. So I went ahead, everything's hunky-dory. Was told virtually every Walmart carries the hose I needed. Hit Walmart's, I hit 5 of them, none of them had the hose I needed. I saw one of them that had the hose with, they all had the hose, and had the regulator I needed. I saw one place that had the hose and regulator together, except it wasn't long enough to reach where I needed to go, and I hated to spend, I think it was like $40. I hated to spend $40 on it to basically use it for one night and then throw that hose away because it wasn't going to be long enough to do what I needed to do. So I now look back and I really wish I would have spent the $40 and then just bought the additional extender hose. But as much as I don't like having extra hoses hooked together, it still would have been better than what I ended up going through. So I said to hell with it, sucked it up, went out and bought one of those little buddy heaters, the little tiny small ones, the one I had before that got burned up in the fire. So I bought the exact same thing and 2 tanks of propane. They're supposed to last, I don't know, I gotta look at the box, I think 6 or 8 hours a piece, something like that. Thought no big deal. I'm in the van. The van's not really insulated per se, but it is a passenger hauling van, so it's sealed up pretty decently. So I went ahead, thought no problem. I also bought myself a sleeping bag, bought a couple lawn chairs. I spent, well over $1,000 today or yesterday buying stuff that got burned up in the fire. And it's one of those things that's like, you know what, I need this stuff. I'm tired of, dicking around with it and, complaining I don't have any money for it and whatnot, and just said, screw it, it's only money, and I'll find some more somewhere. So I went out and bought a couple different lawn chairs, not the same exact style I had before, but I thought I'd try something different. There's one of them's got more of like that round, I don't know, almost like, not that bungee cord chair, but I bought it, works great. That's actually the one I used. I threw it up in the back of the van, even without the high top. I could sit in the back of the van there and chill out. Had plenty of headroom, except when I went to get up, then I had a little bit of problem there. The little buddy heater, I got a sleeping bag, one of those mummy bags that's good down to 20 degrees. And I thought I bought the one that's negative 20. I grabbed the wrong one apparently. So went ahead and it got down, I think, in the teens up here today, or last night. I think it was like 19, something like that, 13, somewhere in there. But I was freezing my butt off in that stupid bag. And that bag does not breathe well. You add the propane of that little buddy heater with the humidity and stuff, and I ended up sweating through the night quite a bit. The little buddy heater only lasted, I think it was less than 4 hours. I looked at my watch when I started it, and I know what time I woke up, and I got to do the exact math. I think it was like 3 hours and 40-some minutes. I'm not sure if it's supposed to last 4 hours or 8 hours. That was supposed to be 6 or 8. So I'm going to look at it, but I was not happy with how cool it was. I did not heat this van up worth a damn. And like I said, my van's just a van. It's nothing. It's not a giant raised top. It doesn't have anything open. Had one front window open about a 1/4 inch. Let sure I had plenty of oxygen, plenty of fresh air, and I was asleep at the back. My dog didn't like the sound the little buddy heater made, so he was kind of nervous all night, and I kept getting woke up throughout the night. I stayed at a Walmart parking lot up here over New Year's Eve and stuff. The Walmart parking lot, oh my god, I gotta say, is the best place I've ever stealth camped at in the world. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's a few yards away from a running trail, and it's like, I don't know, less than a mile away from a dog park. So if you have pets and stuff, it's superb for that. It's absolutely amazing how good it works for that process. From there, I gotta say, the place was amazing. Being cold, not having the good heater working, definitely sucked. I'm on my way right now over to Northern Tool, which they closed before I got there last night. I didn't think about being New Year's Eve, everybody closing early. I'm going over there. Hopefully they'll have the part I need. If not, I'll just jump on Amazon. And I will use my own affiliate link, which you'll see down below if you'd want to use it also. Cost you nothing extra. It makes me a couple pennies. But I will use the link and just order the hose. I'm going to figure out how big a hose I need. Part of me thinks get like a big 30-footer and just coil up what I don't need. And then if I ever want to move it around somewhere else, I can. But I also don't think I want to waste all that extra hose either hanging outside my van or hanging around inside my van. Either one. It's just that much more chance for the hose to rupture or leak or a faulty bad spot in the hose. I mean, it's always a possibility. So, and well, there's a new pita pit and a Dunkin' Donuts up here. I never knew existed. So, it used to be the old Charles Brown, or I think it was Charles Brown, or one of the dealerships, one of the Chevy dealerships, I believe it was. And now it's Dunkin' Donuts and Pita Pit. I've never seen a Pita Pit, so I might have to go check that out sometime. Basically, just wanted to talk about the day. I didn't have my sleep mat because it burned up in the fire. I was going to buy a cot, but I don't like cots. I need to figure out if I'm going to sleep in a lazy boy chair or if I'm going to actually use a actual mattress and stuff. I don't know which I'm doing yet. So I just took down my extra blankets. So I was sure I'd find a sleep bag I wanted. So I brought what I thought would have been plenty of blankets, and I would not have been. I used those as my sleep roll on the bottom. And I also tried to sleep crosswise in the back of my van, because if I do build a bed back there, if I can build it in the back across instead of lengthwise, I'll save a lot of floor space. Like, it'll really help me out. But I won't be able to put bikes in as easily, and there's other things I'm not sure. I'm still weighing both ways, and I've decided I cannot sleep sideways unless I go to the chair, because I'm just too tall for sideways in this van. So definitely a bad thing that I can't do that. I really wish I was about 5 inches shorter right now, because that would have been phenomenal. It did work out good for me today, though, or last night, because with my foot all jacked up still, I was able to prop it up on the window frame, and that worked surprisingly well. So. And definitely not good. I am here at Big Lots, and you gotta love this, because I'm here and they opened supposedly 11 minutes ago according to their website, and there is clearly nobody in this building. So that's awesome. Drove halfway across town, I don't know, 25-minute drive or so to find out they're not open. So anyway, that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys soon. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Whatever you do, get out there and be positive.